Also, just a short while ago at a news conference, New Orleans Mayor Cantrell apologized to the families of female victims after receiving some backlash for inappropriate comments. This comes as New Orleans has seen a rise in female shooting deaths, with 12 women killed so far this year. At a weekly crime news conference just a short while ago, the mayor says she spoke too broadly when referencing a recent shooting that left 2 women dead outside of a hookah bar in Treme. The family of Jediamond Jones says they believe Cantrell implied Jones was not an innocent victim when she spoke about the violence last week.
I just again apologize if I offended or hurt anyone based on the comments that I made in referencing women. And I'm talking and speaking, I guess, from a more of an investigative standpoint. I get more information on what's happening on the streets of the city, in homes, in families. And sometimes I believe I know when I spoke about it, I kind of wove all those things together. And I did not intend to hurt anyone and did not even intend to make light of the women and the families that were impacted. So my heart just remains very, very heavy. And I am very sorry for that. I apologize.
Mayor Cantrell also issued a statement this week saying it's time to put the guns down and said the violence women have experienced is an overdue cause for alarm.